The book of Joshua, chapter 13, verse 1. Joshua 13 and 1. Joshua, the 13th chapter, and the first verse. Land not yet taken. When Joshua was very old, the Lord said to him, Joshua, you've grown old, but there's still much land for you to take control of. You've not yet taken the land of Geshur or the land of the Philistines. You've not yet taken the area from the Shihar River at Egypt to the border of Ekron and the land further north. That land still belongs to the Canaanites. You must still defeat the 5 Philistine leaders at Gaza, Ashdod, Ashkelon, Gath, and Ekron. You must also defeat the Avites who live south of the Canaanite land. You must still go north to take Moriah, which the Sidonians control. From there, you must still go as far as Aphek on the Amorite border. You've not yet defeated the area of the Gibeonites, and also there's the area of Lebanon east of Baal Gad, below Mount Hermon to Lebo Hamath. The people of Sidon are living in the hill country from Lebanon to Misrephoth Maim. But I will force them out for the Israelites. Be sure to remember this land when you divide the land among the Israelites. Do this as I told you. Now divide the land among the 9 tribes and the half tribe of Manasseh. Dividing the land. The tribes of Reuben, Gad, and the other half of the tribe of Manasseh had already received all their land. The Lord's servant Moses gave them the land east of the Jordan River. Their land started at Arior by the Arnon ravine and continued to the town in the middle of the ravine. And it included the whole plain from Medeba to Dibon. All the towns that King Sihon of the Amorites ruled were in that land. He ruled in the city of Heshbon. The land continued to the area where the Ammonites lived. Also, the town of Gilead was in that land, and the area where the people of Geshur and Makkah lived was in that land. All of Mount Hermon and all of Bashan as far as Salekah was in that land. All the kingdom of King Og was in that land. King Og ruled in Bashan. In the past, he ruled in Ashtaroth and Edrei. Og was from the Rephaites. In the past, Moses had defeated those people who had taken their land. The Israelites did not force out the people of Geshur and Makkah. They still live among the Israelites today. The tribe of Levi is the only tribe that did not get any land. Instead, the Levites were given all the animals offered by fire to the Lord, the God of Israel. That is what the Lord promised them. Moses had given each family group from the tribe of Reuben some land. This is the land they received. It was the land from Arior near the Arnon ravine to the town of Medeba. This included the whole plain and the town in the middle of the ravine. The land continued to Heshbon and included all the towns on the plain. those towns were Dibon, Bamoth Baal, Beth Baal Meon, Jehaz, Kedemoth, Nephioth, Kirithium, Sibmah, Zerath Shahar on the hill of the valley, Beth Peor of the hills of Pisgah, and Beth Shemashath. So that land included all the towns on the plain and all the area that King Sihon of the Amorites had ruled. He ruled in the town of Heshbon, but Moses had defeated him and the leaders of the Midianites. Those leaders were Evi, Recham, Zur, Hur, and Reba. They all fought together with Sihon. All of them lived in that country. The Israelites defeated Balaam, son of Beor. Balaam tried to use magic to tell the future. The Israelites killed many people during the fighting. The land that was given to Reuben stopped at the shore of the Jordan River. So the land that was given to the family of the groups of Reuben included all these towns and their fields that were listed. This is the land Moses gave to the tribe of Gad. He gave this land to each tribe. He gave them the land of Jazer, all the towns of Gilead, and half of the land of the Ammonites that went as far as Oriar near Reba. Their land included the area of Heshbon to Ramoth Mizpah, Bethilm, and from Honaim to the land of Debir, the valley of Beth Haram, Beth Nimrah, Succoth, and Zaphon, including the rest of the kingdom of King Sihon of Heshbon along the Jordan, all the way up to Lake Galilee on the eastern side of the river. All this land is land Moses gave the family groups of Gad. That land included all the towns that were listed. Moses gave that land to each family group. This is the land Moses gave to the half tribe of Manasseh. Half of all the families in the tribe of Manasseh got this land. The land started at Mahanaim. The land included all of Bashan, all the land ruled by King Og of Bashan, all the towns of Jair and Bashan, and all there were 60 cities. The land also included half of Gilead, Ashtaroth, and Edrei. Gilead, Ashtaroth, and Edrei were the cities where King Og had lived. All this land was given to the family of Machir, son of Manasseh. Half of all his sons got this land. Moses gave all this land to these tribes. He did this while the people were camped on the plains of Moab. This was across the Jordan River, east of Jericho. Moses did not give any land to the tribe of Levi. The Lord God of Israel promised that he himself would be the gift for the tribe of Levi. Joshua chapter 14. Eleazar the priest, Joshua son of Nun, and the leaders of all the tribes of Israel decided what land to give to the people. The Lord had commanded Moses long ago how he wanted the people to choose their land. The people of the 9.5 tribes threw lots to decide which land they would get. Moses had already given 2.5 tribes their land east of the Jordan River. The tribe of Levi did not receive any land like the other tribes. The descendants of Joseph had divided into two tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim. Each of these tribes received some land. The tribe of Levi was not given any land. They were given only some towns scattered throughout the other tribes and some fields around those towns for their animals. The Lord had told Moses how to divide the land among the tribes of Israel. The Israelites divided the land the way the Lord had commanded. Kind of repeating your sentences there. Caleb gets his land. One day, some people from the tribe of Judah went to Joshua at Gilgal. One of them was Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite. Caleb said to Joshua, "You remember what the Lord said at Kadesh Barnea? The Lord was speaking to Moses, his servant. The Lord was talking about you and me. Moses, the Lord's servant, sent me to look at the land where we were going. I was 40 years old at the time. When I came back, I told Moses what I thought about the land. The other men who went with me told the people things that made them afraid. But I really believed that the Lord would allow us to take that land. So that day, Moses gave a promise to me. He said, the land where you went will become your land. Your children will own that land forever. I will give you that land because you really believe in the Lord my God. Now the Lord has kept me alive for 45 more years, as he said he would. During that time, we all wandered in the desert. Now here I am, 85 years old. I'm still as strong today as I was on the day Moses sent me out. I'm as ready to fight as I was then. So give me the hill country that the Lord promised me that day long ago. At that time, you heard that the strong Anakites lived there and the cities were very big and well protected. But now maybe the Lord will be with me and I will take that land just as the Lord had said. Joshua blessed Caleb, son of Jephunneh. Joshua gave him the city of Hebron as his own. And that city still belongs to the family of Caleb, son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite. That land still belongs to his people because he trusted and obeyed the Lord, God of Israel. In the past, that city was called Kiriath Arba. It was named for the greatest man among the Anakites, a man named Arba. After this, there was peace in the land. Joshua chapter 15, land for Judah. The land that was given to Judah was divided among the families of that tribe. The land went to the border of Edom and south to all the way to the desert of Zin at the edge of Timon. The southern border of Judah's land started at the south end of the Dead Sea. The border went south to Scorpion Pass and continued on to Zin. Then the border continued south to Kadesh Barnea. It continued past Hezron and Adar. From Adar, the border turned and continued to Karka. The border continued to Asmon, the brook of Egypt, and then to the Mediterranean Sea. All that land was on their southern border. Their eastern border was the shore of the Dead Sea to the area where the Jordan River flowed into the sea. Their northern border started at the area where the Jordan River flowed into the Dead Sea. Then the northern border went to Beth Hoglah and continued north to Beth Araba. The border continued to the stone of Bohan. Bohan was the son of Reuben. Then the northern border went through the valley of Achor to Debir. There the border turned to the north and went to Gilgal. Gilgal is across from the road that goes through the mountain of Jumim. It is on the south side of the brook. The border continued along the waters of En Shemesh. The border stopped at En Regal. Then the border went through the valley of Ben Hinnom, beside the southern side of the Jebusite city, that is Jerusalem. Then the border went to the top of the hill on the west side of Hinnom Valley. That was at the northern end of Rephaim Valley. From there, the border went to the spring water of Nephtoah. Then the border went to the cities near Mount Ephron. There the border turned and went to Bala. Bala is also called Kiriath Jearim. At Bala, the border turned west and went to the hill country of Seir. The border continued along the north side of Mount Jearim, Kasalam, and continued down to Beth Shemesh. From there, the border went past Timnah. Then the border went to the hill country north of Ekron. From there, the border turned to Shikharon and went past Mount Bala. The border continued on to Jabneel and ended at the Mediterranean Sea. The Mediterranean Sea was the western border, so the land of Judah was inside these four borders. The families of Judah lived in this area. The Lord had commanded Joshua to give Caleb, son of Jephunneh, part of the land in Judah. So Joshua gave Caleb the land God had commanded. Joshua gave him the town of Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron. Arba was the father of Anak. Caleb forced the three Anakite families living in Hebron to leave there. Those families were Shishai, Ahinam, and Talmai. They were from the family of Anak. Then Caleb fought against the people living in Debir. In the past, Debir was also called Kiriath Shepher. Caleb said, I will give my daughter in marriage to the man who attacks and conquers Kiriath Shepher. Othniel was the son of Caleb's brother Kenaz. Othniel defeated that city, so Caleb gave his daughter Aksah to Othniel to be his wife. Aksah went to live with Othniel. Othniel told Aksah to ask her father Caleb for some more land. That's some nerve. Aksah went to her father. When she got off her donkey, Caleb asked her, what do you want? Aksah answered, give me a blessing. You gave me dry desert land in the Negev. Please give me some land with water on it. So Caleb gave her what she wanted. He gave her the upper and lower pools in that land. The tribe of Judah got the land that God promised them. Each family group got that part of land. The tribe of Judah got all the towns in the southern part of the Negev. These towns were near the border of Edom. Here's the list of the towns: Kabzeel, Eder, Jagur, Kina, Damal, Adabah, Kedesh, Hazar, Etham, Ziph, Talam, Balu, Hazar Hatath, Kiriath, Hezron, Hazar, Amam, Shema, Molada, Hazar Gadah, Hashman, Beth-Pelet, Hazar Shuel, Beersheba, Basiathah, Bala, Lim, Elam, Eltadad, Kisil, Hormah, Ziklag, Madmana, Sansa, Leboth, Shillim, An, Remam. In all, there were 29 towns and all their fields. The tribe of Judah also got these towns in the western foothills: Eshcol, Zorah, Ashna, Zana, Enganam, Tapua, Inam, Jarmuth, Alum, Sokol, Hezekiah, Sirium, Adiatham, and Gidar, Giratham. In all, there were 14 towns and all their fields. The tribe of Judah was also given these towns: Zenan, Hadashah, Migdal, Dilian, Mizpah, Joktiel, Lachish, Baksah, Eglon, Kaban, Lamas, Kitlish, Gederath, Beth Dagon, Nama, and Makadi. In all, there were 16 towns and all the fields around them. The people of Judah also got these towns: Libnah, Ether, Ashtan, Ithlah, Eshna, Nizden, Keli, Agzib, and Meresheth. In all, there were 9 towns and all the fields around them. The people of Judah also got the town of Ekron and all the small towns and fields near it. They also got the area west of Ekron and all the fields and towns near Ashdod, all the area around Ashdod and the small towns that were part of the land of Judah. The people of Judah also got the area around Gaza and the fields and towns that were near it. Their land continued to the river of Egypt, and their land continued along the coast of the Mediterranean Sea. The people of Judah were also given these towns in the hill country: Shamir, Jatir, Sakath, Damnah, Kirith, Debir, Anab, Ismael, Enem, Goshen, Holon, and Gilah. In all, there were 11 towns and all the fields around them. The people of Judah were also given these towns: Arab, Demu, Ashen, Jamin, Beth-Tapua, Epikah, Humta, Kerith Arba, Hebron, and Ziar. There were 9 towns and all the fields around them. The people of Judah were also given these towns: Mayon, Carmel, Ziph, Judah, Zeril, Zakdim, Janoah, Cain, Gibeah, and Timnah. In all, there were 10 towns and all the fields around them. The people of Judah were also given these towns: Halu, Bezur, Kedar, Marath, Beth-Hanath, and Eltakan. In all, there were 6 towns and all the fields around them. The people of Judah were also given 2 towns of Rabbah and Kirith Baal, Kirith Jearim. The people of Judah were also given these towns in the desert: Beth-Rabbah, Medim, Sekalat, Nabeshat, Salt City, and En-Gedi. In all, there were 6 towns and all the fields around them. The army of Judah was not able to force out the Jebusites living in Jerusalem, so today there are still Jebusites living among the people of Judah in Jerusalem. This is the word of the Lord, and hopefully everybody can remember all those names that were just listed. Please put in the comment section, "This is the word of the Lord," and encourage somebody else to